We have a real treat for you today. The Israeli Madonna is here in the studio with us. Rita is perhaps the most famous female singer in Israel, and she's been topping charts for the last 30 years. The Israeli Persian diva is not only a singing sensation in Israel, she's also become an underground pop star in Iran with her unique music in Farsi and Hebrew. Check it out. Rita, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
So, you've been performing for over 30 years. You're still on top. How have you managed to dominate the market like this?
Oh, it's not dominate. It's, I think it's loving this, what I'm doing. I'm living my dreams,
Absolutely.
So I think it's passion. It's passion, and it's a lot of love to people. To give love and to have love
and
back.
So your most recent album is in Farsi, and it's not very common to hear about an Israeli star singing in Farsi. What is the story behind this?
Well, I was born in Iran. I was 8 years old when we left to Israel, and I always, heard Iranian music, Persian music. My mother, she has a beautiful voice, and so the Iranian music, the lyrics, everything is, is in my blood.
And that's a crazy experience to come from Iran to Israel. What was that experience like?
Well, it was hard. I can say that, it's not easy. And I experienced a complete different culture, from the Iranian people to the Israeli people.
Of course, but so what is it like to balance, this Persian and Israeli identity you have in Israel? How have Israelis received your music in Farsi, for example?
I think when I told my colleagues and friends that I'm recording a whole album in Persian, they were really in shock and they were amazed. They said, "What? Are you insane? You're going to record a whole record in Ahmadinejad's," it was Ahmadinejad's time, "you're going to record in Ahmadinejad's language? Are you crazy? Who will want to listen
Have you seen
to that
the news?
in Israel?"
Right.
Well, it has, this negative context. And I didn't care. I felt really something that I can't explain, and it's not the reason, it's the heart. That I should do that, and now I understand why. Because I think that God has its own way to show you things. I think it had the power to connect, and I saw how the Iranian people from Iran they wrote me so many amazing emails about how they love my music, me, my country, Israel.
Yeah,
we don't want anything bad to happen to Israel and not to you, and you can bring peace with your voice and with your message. So I believe that it is very important what happened.
How does it make you feel to see that you have these Iranian citizens and these Israeli citizens who all love and enjoy your music? What has that kind of taught you about the power of music, in the face of politics?
Well, I believe that politicians did only our world harder and tougher and crueler, because I think we are the people, are much more simple people, that we want really to live in peace and we want to live our lives. And because of the ego and money and I don't know, power, They brainwashes us. Yeah, they make some brainwash that we hate those people or this country. We don't hate anyone. We are, let's say, the Iranian people. We were in an amazing relationship with them for 2,500 years, from the days of Cyrus, and suddenly few people decided that now there's a war, and that's it. And I think that as much as the sound of the, you know, the war and hatred will be, we are the artist, and we have to shout louder the music and the connection between us, and to speak language of compassion and love.
Absolutely. So we understand that you're actually going to be performing in the United States in May. Where are you going to be performing?
New York, Palo Alto, and Los Angeles.
So everybody can look forward to you coming. I mean, do you feel like you're an ambassador for Israel when you travel and you perform abroad?
Of course, of course, of course.
What does it mean to be an Israeli artist abroad, in your opinion?
Well, because of the very delicate situation that we are in Israel, you know, we have to defend ourselves, but still we have, you know, a lot of problems with our neighbors that I think we should have sometime we should be in peace with them, because we can all live in peace together. Absolutely. I believe that, but we need two strong leaders from that side and from that side to say now it's the time. But it doesn't happen. So we need, you know, to work hard to explain first the situation of the Israeli people, that we are all the time we live in danger. We all the time, we don't know, you're going out with your children, or your children, they go out, and you don't know what will happen if someone will bomb you or something. So it is very, very complicated and difficult, and we have to explain that. And still we have to say the truth, that we want to live in peace with our neighbors.
Well, and I think, you know, the music that you've created had such a positive influence on Israel's international relations, you know, with citizens of other countries who listen and love your music. So really congratulations for all of the amazing work that you've done, and thank you so much for coming into the studio.
Thank you.